While searching for a cure to the pirate-afflicting pox of LeChuck, the fates of Guybrush Threepwood and Morgan Le Fay are blown off course when they are swallowed by a lovelorn leviathan. Much to Morgan and Guybrush's surprise, an uneasy alliance to escape the beast blossoms into a genuine friendship between the pirate and pirate hunter. A tidal shift that leads Threepwood to the elusive pox curing Esponja Grande. But Guybrush learns too late that it is the wise pirate who prepares for the inevitable change in the winds as Morgan betrays him and returns him to the scientific clutches of the Marquis de Sange.
You had second thoughts for a second.
$28, $29, 30,000 pieces of silver, mon petit chouchou. Just as we agreed.
It'd better be, or I'll cut the difference out of your fluffy wig.
I got an idea. Why don't you let me go and I'll pay you double what the Marquis is paying.
Don't embarrass yourself, Threepwood.
Back on the narwhal, I've got an entire kitty full of cold, hard IOUs.
Threepwood, you grossly underestimate the value of that which courses through your body.
Oh, I've got a pretty good idea. Why, my spit alone once won me 8,000 pieces of 8 on Booty Island.
Then you shall die knowing that you gave a priceless gift to science! Finally! I've got this Threepwood, I've got the formula, and soon I'll have nothing left than life eternal! Oh, I'm as happy as a penguin sliding on its belly.
Well, unfortunately we're back on this island now. No one cares about you, Morgan.
Ah, it's a welcome back party. I hope they brought ice cream cake.
Guybrush Threepwood. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Hey, why can't I stop my legs?
What? No! No, come back!
This cracker croaker's got a date in the court of pirate law! You test tube tinker and Talleyrand!
What?
And then the scurvy dog'll hang.
Arr!
Arr! You! After him!
Hey, I brought you Threepwood, and you paid me. We're done here.
We'll just see about that.
Here we are, in the courthouse. Chapter 4, The Trial and Execution of Guybrush Threepwood.
Captain Threepwood, having been found guilty of all charges, you will be taken to the nearest ship and keel-hauled until your ravaged skin hangs in tatters from your bleeding.
Guilty? But I haven't been charged with anything yet.
You haven't? Where's that incompetent prosecutor?
Right here, Your Honor.
Oh, great.
Oh great, we love this guy.
Sorry I'm late, Your Eminence, but old Stan had to in flagrante his delicto. And there was a line in the washroom.
Belay your excuses, you sniveling sea weasel, and get on with the charges! I've got grog waiting for me at Club 41!
Of course, Your Immensity. Your Honor, pirates and wenches of the gallery.
Hey, that's us.
This evening I will prove beyond a scintilla of a shadow of a doubt that Guybrush Threepwood is guilty of no fewer than 4 heinous crimes.
Funny. I thought there'd be 3.
Firstly, that he did knowingly engage in a bar fight that horribly injured the beloved feline of local pirate elder, Hemlock McGee.
And still good for him.
Secondly, during this self-same
Killed a
fight,
cat?
Captain Threepwood spilled boiling nacho sauce on the exposed leg of Bosun Catherine Krebs, hideously scarring one of Flotsam's shapeliest gams.
Get him alive!
Thirdly, that he did conspire with one Joaquin de Oro to craft and sell counterfeit porcelain power pirates.
What about spreading the box?
And finally, that he folded, spindled, and mutilated this previously pristine ex belonging to Flotsam's newest arrival, Killick Hardtack.
What the heck?
Yeah, he did that to me.
Captain Threepwood, having
Doesn't
heard
look
the
good.
grave charges arrayed against you, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
I plead 1000% not guilty. Especially that last one about the X.
Very well. Let it be recorded that the miserably guilty defendant has entered a plea of not guilty. Now, who would you like to represent your pathetic case?
I don't know, Stan?
Hey, Stan, why don't you represent me? For old time's sake.
You mean those old times when you swindled me out of a ship, stuck me in a coffin for 3 months, scammed my insurance company, and got me involved with high-risk doubloon derivatives?
Yes?
Sorry, kid, nothing personal, but I stand to make a bundle in legal fees off these honked-off Flotsamites. They really don't like you.
I guess I'll represent myself.
Captain Threepwood,
Public defender doesn't sound like
are
a
you
good idea to
aware
me.
of the old pirate court saying? The pirate who represents himself in court has a soon-to-be keel-hauled fool for a client.
Yes, Your Honor, and I am that fool.
Fine! Your move, counselor!
Here's your briefs, kid.
Witness K. Hardtack. Charge consonant abuse. Plaintiff's charge that defendant, quote, ruined his perfectly good ex. Is suspect but plausible. Court hopes he's not just making things up. Oh. I'm gonna say that's not such a bad fine, but they're also gonna hang me. Alright. Witness K. Krebs. Charge thigh crimes and misdemeanors. Discontinuation of Club 41's nacho sauce makes proof of guilt difficult, but court deems it unlikely that some other mix of fluids could have caused Krebs' distinctive burn. Sentence, 23 gold fine, death by corset. Witness H. McGee, charge felonious feline frightening. Plaintiff's pussycat seems traumatized, but court has seen far too many, quote, crippled pirates miraculously healed by the tonic of a cash settlement. If that kitty moves an inch, this case is over. Sentence, 1 ball of yarn, death by mauling. We gotta move the cat. Charge, counterfeit collectible. Oh, witness J. Doro. Charge, counterfeit collectibles. Witness testifying in return for lighter sentence. Court doesn't trust stool parrots. Their testimony is only as firm as their last bribe. Sentence, confiscation of sextants, death by 8-sided dice. That all sounds horrible. Witness, G. Threepwood. Defendant arrested in possession of tiny sea sponge, which he insists will cure the pox. Court is skeptical, but has confiscated artifact as matter of policy. Defendant also in possession of unremarkable wedding ring that will likely be used to defray his funeral costs. Okay. Well, I guess we'll talk to the judge. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
I, don't know what to do.
That's why you should have a lawyer, you blithering blatherskate!
Sorry.
Look, Threepwood, it's pretty easy. You can call witnesses for any of the cases. Once they're on the stand, you can question them. confront them with evidence from the evidence table, if it's pertinent to the case, or attempt to confront them with new evidence that you've brought into court.
Ye'd best be careful about that last one, though. Nothing gets on me nerves more than a defendant attempting to clog my court with useless chunks of jetsam.
And of course, you can always ask for a recess so you can check your briefs.
Thanks.
Okay. I'll call a witness. Who's this one? We want the Pirate Peak guy, don't we? Because I think we can, No, that's Joaquin Doro. Let's call him
I'd like to call Joaquin Jacinto de Meara Alfonso de Oro to the stand.
Joaquin de Oro! Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to
not
tell the
him.
truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate? See?
Senor de Oro.
Captain Doro.
Yes, of course. Why are you here today?
I was recently arrested for trying to sell a counterfeit Dark Ninja Dave porcelain power pirate figurine. A counterfeit figurine crafted by Guybrush Threepwood.
Actually, that wasn't so surprising.
Your witness, counselor.
Senor Doro, is it not true that you're an inveterate liar?
No?
So it is true that you're an inveterate liar.
No. Yes. I don't know. What does inveterate mean?
Objection! Your Honor, the defense is attempting to confuse the witness with big words.
Sustained! The defense will take into account the witness's limited vocabulary.
That doesn't seem fair.
You, liar, yes?
Me liar, no!
I suggest trying another line of inquiry, Threepnod.
Threepnod.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go take a look around. What have we got in our inventory? Okay. Not much.
The Left Honorable Justice K.B. Popnecker. Lived on the bench, died under the table.
So he's probably under the table.
The Right Honorable Justice D.C. Grosscup. 30 convictions, 0 acquittals, no survivors.
Alright. We'll go over here, take a look at the stenographer.
Could you read that last bit back for me?
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. I don't even remember saying exsanguinate. No, I'm not questioning your professionalism. It's just that I don't even know the meaning of... Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
What else do we got? We got this diagram.
Looks like there was one whale of a fender bender while the winds were blowing out. That's why I always sail defensively and carry state arm insurance.
Pirate code.
Stinkbeard's common laws for common pirates. Laws? Pirates don't need no stinking laws.
Fine, then we'll proceed with the execution.
On the other hand, maybe I could use a few good laws right now.
Yeah, stop trying to change things.
So you claim that I, Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate, created this stunningly realistic counterfeit porcelain power pirate figure.
See?
How can you be so sure?
Because it was made from one of my extra pink pajamas Pierre porcelain power pirate figures. One that disappeared right after you visited me. You see? It's got my name stamped right there on the bottom of its foot. Huh.
Well, what do you know?
Also, that so-called killer karate katana is actually a cheap porcelain grogatini sword from Club 41. And I know for a fact that you are the only person to order a grogatini that day. Ha!
Okay, enough with the power pirate, okay?
That is not looking good for me at all.
Hey, hardtack.
Defense will refrain from addressing the bailiff in open court.
Sorry.
Alright.
If it would please the court, I'd like the witness to hold this allegedly paralyzed cat.
Objection. Relevance.
That piece of evidence has no bearing in this case, Threepwood.
What about the X?
With the court's indulgence, I'd like the witness to stand on this X.
Objection. Relevance.
That piece of evidence has no bearing in this case, Threepwood.
Maybe I should stop trying that. Talk to somebody else. isn't going anywhere.
I have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
You may step down, Mr. D'Oro.
That's Captain D'Oro.
Who's the X? Do the X first. Oh, ruined his perfectly good X, so we need K hardtack.
If it pleases the court, I'd like to call Bailiff Hardtack to the stand.
Bailiff Hardtack! Oh, that's me. Do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate? I suppose.
Bailiff Hardtack, could you tell the court about your claim against Guybrush Threepwood?
Well, back on Spinner Cay, I was getting ready to bury me modest chest of treasures, you see. My collection of spaghetti strainers, my silver paprika shaker, and so on. When all of a sudden this Threepwood bloke runs up to me, waving his arms and telling me to look out for a three-headed monkey that's right behind me. Well, naturally, I turned and looked, but there was nothing there. When I regained my composure, Threepwood was nowhere to be found. And worst of all...
Yes?
He dug up my perfectly good X. It's ruined now.
Oh, come on.
He's all yours, buddy.
Oh, let's grab the X.
Mr. Hardtack, you say your X was ruined when I allegedly dug it up.
I?
It looks pretty good to me.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't have picked it up. Okay, we'll talk to him instead.
This whole story about your ex is a big fat lie, isn't it?
No, sir.
Come on, you're lying. Admit it.
No, sir.
Lying. Lie, lie, lie.
Come on.
Oh, you got me, sir.
But why?
Oh, you got me.
I didn't have anything else to do after you killed me boss and left me without a job. Oh, I could have charged you with that instead. Oh.
Your Honor, I move for a mistrial.
Granted! Bailiff Hardtack, as punishment for wasting
we got one
this
out of
court's
4.
time, you will be compelled to wear Lizzing's wig of foppery until such time as I am no longer tempted to gavel you into a fine paste.
Oh, it's
so pretty.
delightful.
Well, let's call someone else to the stand. Sure.
I'd like to call Bosun Catherine Krebs to the stand.
Catherine Krebs, do you swear on Blackbeard's log to tell the truth to the best of your ability as a grog-swilling, backstabbing pirate?
Aye.
Bosun Krebs, could you tell the court what happened on that fateful day?
I was minding my own business at Club 41 with a mug full of grog and some zesty nachos, when all of a sudden that blindfolded Jasper barreled into me, knocked me nacho sauce into me lap, and gave me this disfiguring scar.
Hachi machi!
Aye, that takes me back.
Very specific looking scar.
Ew.
Bailiff, supply the prosecutor and the defendant with sketches of the burns for their briefs.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Lots of luck, kid.
Okay, so let's look at the nacho plate.
Bosun Krebs, you don't really expect this court to believe that the nacho sauce I allegedly spilled onto your leg from this platter actually scarred your leg, do you?
But it did. See for yourself.
Hachi machi!
Hachi machi. Well, that didn't really work. Can I look at the,
Icky. Hard to believe that nacho sauce could do that.
Yeah, very much so. Purple skull. It looks like this almost. I don't think I.
You're lying about this whole
It's my
nacho
defense
business,
every
aren't you?
time. You're lying.
Are
No,
you
not.
lying about being a mighty pirate?
I'll ask the questions here. Come on, you're lying. Admit it.
No.
Objection, Your Honor. Defense is
Oh,
badgering the
it won't work
witness.
this time.
Knock it off, Threepwood!
Okay, I
I
got
have no more
nothing.
questions for this witness, Your Honor.
You may step down, Bosun Krebs.
Pirate Pete one, I got nothing. The cat, I don't really got it. It's gonna be the same as the nachos because it happened while I was blindfolded. So let's see if we can collect some more evidence.
Your Honor, I'd like to call a recess to confer with my client.
Bailiff, please escort Captain Threepwood to the brig.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Well, at least I'm not about to be dissected by a crazy scientist. Now to break out of here, find Elaine, and use La Esponja Grande to... Hey, what happened to my cool voodoo sponge?
On the table.
All possessions will be returned to the prisoner once he has been cleared of all charges. In the likely event that the prisoner is not cleared of all charges, his property will be distributed to his heirs.
But I don't have any heirs. That I know of.
Then they'll be auctioned off at eBay.
Okay.
Hey, guard!
What do you want?
Aren't I entitled to some bread and water?
Bread and water? I pride myself on providing Flotsam's prisons with the finest in haute cuisine. Wait here.
Wait here. Huh. That's funny. This part of the wall looks like it's made of pretty loose stuff. I wonder if I could dig my way out.
Maybe. Try. With the hook.
Thought he'd never leave. What the? It's solid steel under here.
Well, I guess we're not getting out of here.
Stupid reinforced wall. Hey, where's my dinner? My haute cuisine.
Oh, the prisoners don't get any food. That's for the guards and judges. Delicious, too.
Jerk.
Well,
Hey,
what else
guard,
can we say to him?
What do you want?
Drink. Reading material. See what he
Wanna
says
see
to
my
this.
lawyer?
Your lawyer?
Yeah, you might have heard of him. Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate at law.
Fine. All right, Counselor. Judge Grindstump says you got 5 minutes.
That should be more than enough for this piece of scum. I hope you had a good excuse for dragging me out of bed at this ungodly hour. I'm worried about my wife, Counselor. She hasn't sent me a letter in weeks. I wouldn't worry about her, Guybrush. We're taking very good care of her on my estate. Very good care.
What?
You scurvy backstabber!
I
I'll...
can't believe you do that.
Guard! I'm quite done with my client! I'll get you, Threepwood, if it's the last thing I do!
That's it? We can just leave now?
Sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood. I know those prisoners can be a rowdy lot.
Think nothing of it, Mr. Hardtack. Now, where can I find a good grog?
Club 41's right over there, sir.
Guys are so dumb.